So this machine is set up pretty much the same in terms of the needle and the two threads. The two threads are the bottom bobbin and the top thread. Same as with those machines. It's the bottom bobbin and the top thread. Okay, so as you know, this one does have a presser foot as with the regular machines. And I don't know if you guys recall that I wrote Singer and asked if any of these parts were replaceable, and their answer was that a third-party company manufactured these machines but had a license to use their name. So unfortunately the presser foot is not replaceable. And then you have your feed dogs. The feed dogs pull the fabric forward between the stitches. Okay, those are your feed dogs. Pretty much like teeth. It's the same with the larger machines. Those are your feed dogs, just under the presser foot. In the case of this machine, it does not have an on and off button. You can place it on lock. Trying to do that with one hand. So if you put it on lock, this technically considered, you know, an off button, because with it being on lock, it doesn't do anything. And actually it's a safety mechanism. Versus the larger machines, you do have an on and off button. Okay. It's on any of the larger machines. Okay, tension. So you saw in the diagram where this particular disc is connected to the hand wheel. This particular disc is connected to the power or the pedal. Again, this particular disc is connected to the pedal. This particular disc is connected to the hand wheel. Now on this particular machine, I went on over it. I don't mind going over it again. This is not going to be accurate. It's hard to set the tension. So as I mentioned before, you have your plus, you have your minus. To the right is tighter, to the left is looser in terms of your tension. Okay, so on this particular machine, I don't know if you recall, if you watched the video where I said to number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take notes depending on what you're sewing, and that's the only way with this particular machine that you can pretty much keep up with tension, is by numbering your spaces between. Okay, to the right is tighter, to the left it's looser. Okay, same with these machines. You have your tension button there. In this particular machine, you have your tension button there. regular machine, you have your tension button there, and even on digital, you have your tension button there. Okay, so we talked about tension. Tension is the amount of thread that passes through. Again, tension is the amount of thread that passes through to create a stitch. Left is looser, right is tighter. Okay, so you can see, like pretty much where I have the dial set, I have the plus straight up, okay, here. And this is the stitch, okay. I'll take a picture so you know you can see pretty much the stitch from where the tension is set. Okay, let's move right along. Okay, so with the Singer 3220, I've done the stitches, and you can tell a little bit better on this one. So starting with the tension at 9, 8, 7, and all the way down to 0. See how puckered this is? And then it starts straightening out. This is over on the back side. The 0 being on the end, and 9 being on this end. Okay. You can pretty much tell the difference. So remember, tension is the amount of fabric that's pulled through to make a stitch or to create a stitch. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to the bobbin. Now, to make a stitch, when the needle pierces the fabric, there's a rotating shuttle hook that's located around the bobbin. The shuttle hook is sort of spreads the thread, the top thread, outward. It brings it around the bobbin, and then the bottom and the top thread knots together to form a stitch. Okay. You see how comes up through and how it brings the thread around. The shuttle hook brings the thread around the bobbin. Okay, if the fabric was in there, it would be forming a stitch. Okay, see how it comes through, comes up and it forms a stitch. Okay, strap one more time, down, the hook picks up the thread, brings it around the bobbin, up through the fabric, and it forms a stitch. Okay, all right. So the purpose of the shuttle hook is to help catch the top thread. Okay, the hook brings it around the bobbin and up through, it knots with the top thread to form a stitch. Okay, all right. And once you turn your machine on, you need to start stitching. Okay. Now you see how the thread goes into the fabric, right? See how it's pulling the bottom? See how it's pulling the bottom thread up through and forming a stitch. And you can see that thread going around. You see that thread going around and how it's forming the stitch.